Welcome to Elite Star Global, where voices become legends. Before we begin, I need you to ask yourself something. Have you ever witnessed a moment so unexpected, so electric, so completely unscripted, that it stopped the entire world in its tracks? Because what happened to three teenage boys from Italy on a stage in America was exactly that kind of moment. And no one, not the producers, not the executives, not even the boys themselves, saw it coming. This is the story of the night Il Volo became famous in America. It was 2011. Three teenagers, Piero Baroni, Ignazio Boschetto, and Gianluca Ginobili, arrived in the United States carrying nothing but their voices, their dreams, and the kind of raw and unpolished fire that no record label could manufacture. They didn't come with stadium budgets or celebrity endorsements. They came with something far more dangerous. They came with the truth of who they were. When they stepped onto the stage of PBS's holiday special, the air in that studio shifted. You could feel it, that strange, impossible silence that falls over a room when something sacred is about to happen. The audience didn't know what they were about to experience. America didn't know. The world didn't know. And then, Piero opened his mouth. The sound that poured out wasn't just singing, it was a story. It was 300 years of Italian opera crashing into the 21st century like a wave that refused to be stopped. Ignazio followed, warm, golden, if full of a joy so authentic it made strangers reach for each other's hands. And then Gianluca, smooth as velvet, deep as the ocean, carrying a kind of old soul wisdom that no 17-year-old should be able to possess. Together, they were something America had never heard before, and something America didn't know it was desperately missing. You could feel the moment it happened, the precise second the audience stopped simply watching and started feeling. A woman in the third row pressed her hand to her chest. An older gentleman in the front slowly closed his eyes, as if trying to hold the sound inside him a little longer. Somewhere in the back, someone wept. Not from sadness, from recognition, from the rare, aching joy of hearing something that reminds you that beauty still exists in this world. The cameras caught it all, but no camera could capture what it felt like to be standing in that room. What the world didn't see, what almost no one talks about, is the terror that lived behind those three sets of eyes. These were boys who had spent their early lives training in small Italian towns, singing in local competitions, dreaming impossible dreams. They had faced elimination. They had faced doubt. Ignazio had walked away from opportunities that didn't feel right. Piero had pushed through vocal strain that would have broken lesser spirits. Gianluca had surrendered the normal rhythm of boyhood, the school dances, the lazy summers, to stand in rehearsal rooms and sacrifice comfort for greatness. And here they were, on American soil, with everything riding on a single performance. The backstage moment before they went on was quiet, unnervingly quiet. And three boys who joked like brothers and fought like brothers and loved each other like brothers stood together and said nothing. Because sometimes the only language that matters is presence. Sometimes the greatest thing you can offer someone you love is simply, "I am here. I am with you. Let's go." And they went. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Within hours of the broadcast, phones lit up across America. Grandmothers called their grandchildren. Husbands texted their wives. Social media, still young, still finding its voice, erupted with a single question that crossed every language barrier and every cultural divide. Who are these boys? Their debut album entered the Billboard charts faster than anyone had predicted. Concert inquiries flooded in from cities that had never once considered booking a classical crossover act. The radio stations that had dismissed the genre suddenly found their request lines jammed. Something had broken open, something that had been waiting, quietly, patiently, for exactly the right sound to unlock it. Il Volo had not just performed in America, they had arrived. But here is what makes this story truly extraordinary. The moment that launched them into the hearts of American audiences wasn't manufactured. It wasn't engineered by a marketing team or packaged by a label executive trying to predict the next trend. It was three boys standing in the fullness of who they were and trusting that it would be enough. It was more than enough. It was everything. That is the Il Volo miracle. Not the chart positions or the television appearances or the sold-out arenas that would come later. But the miracle was this. In a world that had grown numb to spectacle, three voices cut through every layer of noise and made people feel human again. And to every person watching this right now, if you were there for that moment, if you heard them for the first time and felt something shift inside your chest, you already know what I am talking about. You don't need words for it. You just remember, and that is what legends are made of.